Hi, I'm Katrin, physiotherapist, and today I'm going to be showing you a very simple mobility exercise which can help to mobilise the spine, but also to mobilise the shoulder area as well. So you might be doing it for the spinal benefits, but you might equally be doing it for the benefits it can have on the shoulder girdle. In this video, we're going to be kneeling, so you might want to grab a mat or a blanket to kneel on, even a pillow to pad the knees out if your knees are particularly grouchy. And make sure you're in nice, comfortable clothing so you feel free and able to stretch. This exercise is normally pretty safe to do for most back conditions. However, it's always good to check with your physiotherapist first. If you find that it's aggravating your back, so after 3 or 4 reps, you notice that your back pain's getting worse, then it's probably not the exercise for you. As I say, check with your physio if that's the case. With regards to shoulders, it's normally pretty safe to do and quite a nice way of gently mobilising the shoulder and also for switching on the rotator cuff muscles. So with all those benefits in mind, let's get started. Okay, so starting off in our 4-point kneeling position, you can take the knees a little bit wider, nearly as wide as the mat, and then bring the big toes so they're touching. So bring the big toes touching. Hands under the shoulders roughly, and spread the fingers so that you've got a nice grip through the fingers to take the weight off the wrists, and make sure that you're not locking the elbows out to keep the elbows a little bit soft. And then just take your gaze between the hands and a deep breath in to prepare. And then on the out breath, you're just going to ease the hips back towards the heels and just go to where's comfortable for you. You don't have to go all the way back on the first one. And then on the in breath, coming back up. Out breath, sitting back. And you'll find that perhaps the first, my knees are clicking here, perhaps the first 3 or 4 reps, your back feels a bit stiff and twingy. But hopefully if you're using the breath, it helps to relax your back, helps to reassure the nervous system, calm the nervous system down. It gets the muscles to sort of let go and release. And you should find you can go a little bit further each time, a little bit more comfortable each time. And then once your back's warmed up, so once it's starting to feel comfortable, and you've done like 10 or 15 repetitions, you could then sit back and have a nice little stretch. So stretching the arms away from you, stretching the fingertips away, and then just let the elbows soften towards the floor and let the forehead relax down towards the floor. It doesn't have to touch the floor, wherever's comfortable for you. You can actually put a little towel underneath your forehead just to prop it on if you're going to do a few breaths here, depending on how comfortable you are. If your back's particularly aggravated, then sitting here for a long time might not be a good idea. So just take, 3-5 seconds if that's the case, and then come back up. So once you've done some nice deep breaths here, so you want to try and breathe into the rib cage. So try and breathe side to side and front to back. So try and fill the whole of the rib cage. That helps to mobilise the rib cage further. It helps to really stretch out the middle back area. On the next in-breath, once you've done your 3 or 4 deep breaths, bring the hands back towards you a little bit and come up into a start position. If you want to develop the stretch further again, you can take a little side stretch with it, but only do this if the exercise has been comfortable up to now. So on the next exhale, sitting back towards the heels, and then walk the hands towards the left side of the mat. That way you'll get a nice stretch all the way through the right side of the body. Let the head relax down towards the mat. Continually stretching those arms away from you. You should feel that lovely stretch deepening through the lower back, the middle of the back, the rib cage area, and the shoulder. And the head should be nice and relaxed, neck should be nice and relaxed. Once you feel like you've had a nice stretch, walk your hands back to centre and try it on the other side. Again, nice deep breaths into the sides and the backs of the ribs, mobilising that rib cage area. Wherever you're feeling that pain and stiffness, almost try and breathe into that area. So try and focus on that area and breathe into it, trying to expand that area of your body and release that area of tightness. And then walk your hands back to the middle and back up into 4-point kneeling. Again, you can explore this exercise further by doing little circles. So as you take the hips back, you can bump the hips towards the left, scoot them round towards the right, and then come over the right wrist towards the middle of the mat, the left wrist, and then back into that circle again. So hips to the left, scoot to the right, over the right wrist, over the left wrist, and back. And then pause and change direction. This is nice just to explore those areas of tightness and work on developing that mobility in the spine, in the wrists as well, and in the shoulders. So a nice one to do if you want to develop that mobility a little bit further. Using the breath as well, so you can breathe in as you come forwards and breathe out as you go backwards. Lovely. And then just pausing in the middle. Bring your hands back under the shoulders, knees back under the hips. Lovely. And then just take a sit back on our heels. Super duper. You might want to just release the wrists a bit after those. So some little wrist circles. And then circle them round the other way. And for a little stretch off, just bring the hand down. Other side. Maybe stretching in the opposite direction. It is good for the wrists. It doesn't feel like it at the time, but it is good to load the wrists up. Little circles to finish. Super. So I hope you found that video useful and your back's feeling a little bit easier now. Perhaps your shoulders are feeling a little bit more alive as well. If you found it useful, then please give it a little thumbs up, press the like button. And if you've got any questions or comments, then please pop those down below in the comments section. If you'd like to see more videos like these on common musculoskeletal conditions, then please do press the subscribe, and I hope to see you again on the next video. Thanks for watching.